Hello. Once again, Frankie beating everybody to the punch today. Love to see it. I think the only thing that Bree and Boots agree on is that it's okay when you're first. Hello. Did you have a chance to look at that, the builds, the conjoined houses, since you two are on those lots? Yes. Excellent. Can't wait to see it. I know they both did like speed builds, although Cottage Wizards was a lot longer than Building Mouse's. Uh, Building Mouse's edits are so smooth, though. Someday I aspire to be that good at video editing. All right, we are working on the Harry Potter build. I have uh, done the work. Over here, we are going to put the light away again so we can work in the space. We have stuff on our shelves now. Starting to get somewhere. We still have to make our pile o' clothes. Uh, and then finish off a little bit more in there. Oh, I never put that wagon away. Uh, and then we have to finish the door and figure out how to put that vent in the door. Make our banisters. Put in our pictures. And then figure out how I'm going to finish off some of this stuff here. Whether I have to go buy more Zillow mats is what that comes down to. So, without further ado, let's get rolling on this bad boy. I'm going to start with the door today, I think. I'm going to change the color of these rugs. These just happen to be the rugs that I used in the mailroom build. So they were available. Enough of them in this color. But because I did use them in the other build, I have to remember to reset. Oh, girl! Yeah, Collectionator. It is. It will decimate your bank. But man, it's good. Also, I learned. All right, hang on. Let's get this in place. I learned from that video to tilt these a little bit to get the overlap less visible. So I'm gonna try this. Right, so you tilt this one in so it's flush-ish there. And then you tilt this one out. I feel like this one also needs a little bit of a tilt. Oh, thought maybe I could do a similar thing. Obviously, we don't have the option of like having all of the bits and bobs outside that they had. I think the trick is you gotta like line it up. Oh, oh, it was so close. Well, that's better, certainly. This one's still. Ooh. Not quite as successful as they were, but it does look slightly better. Slightly. Ooh. Hmm. Oh, it's so close. All right, I'm gonna stop futzing with it because I feel like if I do any more, I'm gonna mess it up. All right, we'll try and get these lined up here. Oh, fat finger that one. I love the MVP rug, but also this is when it gets real annoying. I feel like this one's a little tilted. Also very possible that these are just a little off now that I tilted these, which that does look like the case. It's like very visibly tilted now. Move these over a little bit. Because the back of the door I'm less worried about. Because nobody's really going to see it. It would just bother me if I didn't do it. If I didn't cover that, because somebody might see a little bit of it. Honestly, I don't know how people who use these extensively don't go crazy trying to get the overlaps right. They're so hard. Sometimes it feels like they are just like 1 or 2 degrees rotated, like in the strangest way. Even though it says they're not rotated. Also, I have a theory that things with beveled edges are the ones that don't like being. Uh, yeah, girl. Getting all those little overlaps and like filling all the corners without that happening. It's quite the trick. All right. Then we have to color them. So weirdly, there were no add-on updates today on CurseForge, which was unexpected. I thought for sure there would be some. Oh, thank you. Why? So close. Well, that's better anyhow. Good luck, girl. You're gonna need so many. Although it was really smart the way they did it to save on budget. All right. This door here is I have to move in a wee bit. Mostly I want it from this angle to not look like those are overlapped, and then from this angle. You can still see it a little bit here, but it looks more like texture on the door. You're doing really good, Frankie. Just think of it as a way to stretch your new skills. Even the pros, like when you watched if you watch Cottage Wizard's version of it, right? She was like, oh yeah, this corner's a little messed up, so I'm just gonna put a tree here. So don't feel bad. Ah, this is now too far out. I moved those. Silly doors. Well, scheisse. If I moved these out, the rug either sticks out or has the door come a little bit through it. I think I'll just let the door come a little bit through it. Oh, also I turned this the wrong way, didn't I? The nice part too is all the materials they used for that build were vendor items. So you don't have to have special achievements, you don't have to have any previous expansion stuff done. You can just get it right in the neighborhood. I saw Bree come on. At least on the app. It's actually fairly difficult to do when you can't see very well what the hell's going on over here. I'm hoping these will look smoothish when they're all the same color. This really wants to play the gimbal gamble when you do this. Looking at it in this direction. I literally can't tell how far. Ah, see? I think I covered the gap there. Again, the door's gonna come through, but you aren't really gonna be able to tell. It just looks like the hinge, thankfully. All right, I need 2 of the little ones. Thank you. It does feel a little magical when you figure some of these out sometimes. Okay. Thankfully, the gimbal does disappear when you pull on it, so you can almost kind of see what you're doing. All right, now color. Pretty good. Got a little hole up here. The slanted bit of the door always makes stuff want to poke out. There we go. We have a whole door. Now we got to put the vent in, and then we have to figure out how to make a dustpan. Don't know how I'm going to do that yet. So this is option number 1. Oh, see, my lines have turned red, and it's because I'm in between rooms here, so it's not going to be on center. Yeah, I feel like this is too square. This is another option. And I actually wonder if the back might be the better choice. It has kind of a strange texture to it. Not strange, but like it has a texture. I'm already liking that shape better. It gets closer to centered without getting denied. I don't know, it would be, I think this one, except that's not the color I want. So this is the one. I want, it's like a gold color. Let's see here. That's too dark. Maybe that is the one I want. I feel like this one's the closest actually to that gold color. I'm gonna use that one. And we'll move it up. Okay. We have a dustpan situation here. There's like a rag. Ooh, I think there's, hang on. What do you think about this? Got this guy. How small does this get? Oh. It's not the right color, but it has the right kind of like look as like a, sorry, here and here, it looks like a rag you would use to clean stuff. And I'm assuming there's some kind of hook these are hanging from. You can't really tell. We can use a fence post. I mean, this guy's usually the one I use. We do have Tauren version. Actually, you know what? We could use this since we're using the other undermine fence pieces. 20, yeah. It's so jankety, I literally can't tell if it's... Oop. Gotta put it where the grid likes it. There we go. So once again, a little off center, which actually I think is fine. I don't know. If you're like me, as soon as you put a command strip down and you think, yeah, that looks good, then you hang something on it and you're like, son of a. It's definitely a little bit off. All right, there's our cleaning rag. Looking to see if there was like an actual loop I should be using, but they're all just leafy. So it's fine. Dustpan. All right. I'm going to check furnishings first. We've got certainly some open crates. A bedroll was the other thing, but this one's too neat and tidy to be like a rag. What's the underside of this look like? No. Close, but no. I wish I had like, I was gonna say a shovel, but that would make sense because a dustpan is basically a small shovel. No. You can't tell, like in the small version of this, that it has that runic writing on it. It always takes me by surprise when I pull that out, and I'm like, damn it, I always forget that. Closer. Would need a little lip on it, and of course I don't have any undyed ones. That would be to my advantage. I'm like, is there a way to put this together in such a way that I can hide those pedestals and still make this look like a dustpan? But I don't think there is, but I'm going to leave that for a second. See what else I can find here. Pretty sure this can't get small enough. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Wait. Do I have... This might get weird. I do. Okay. Because we need a handle. And then we need something square. To kind of shape around it. or rectangular, square or rectangular. Don't. Oh, so close. I just don't want that scroll on the end. Wait. Wish this was dyeable. It is not. Alright, I could have sworn I removed that. Looking a little dustpan-y. Is this a purple dustpan? Yes. I think that's okay. The problem, I think, is this second scroll. Ugh. So I was at work today, and I was working in Mural, which is like a whiteboarding, digital whiteboard kind of thing. And I needed to remove an item. So what did I do? I hit the key that I used to remove decor items. It didn't work. Oh wait, here's maybe this one will be better. It's not quite as bright. Right? It should have. Everybody should know what my remove key is. Why is... Getting closer. Or do we try and match the purple? Oh shit, you actually can match the purple. Where did those scrolls come from? Please tell me they're not resonance crystals. What's it called again? Scroll of Karesh's Fall. Oh no, it's gold. And it's from the Lore Walkers. Hmm. So I think the main problem here is that I don't like these spikies. But what if I went and got 2 more of these scrolls and made the sides from them? All right, I'm doing it. Who has that rep? I think it's Ard. That's the hard part. Lore Walkers rep. I'm pretty sure Ard is the only one that has that. Let's find out. I could have checked in pretty reps and I didn't. Should have done that first, eh? And then, all right, hang on. I know. All right, so what I'm looking at are the builds in WowDB to see if somebody has made a brush. They have not. Probably because everybody's using the brush that's on like the tubs. I feel like you should be able to cheese this, and you like I've used those candlesticks before as like a brush. Wait, what if I use the forbidden fork as the handle of the brush? Wait, maybe I put a couple of them together to make like the back of the brush. So the forks are clipped in, right? And you have the 2 handles. Then you would just need brush bristles. Let me see what I can find here. Browse decor. Yeah, I know, me too. As a source is light colored. Rep is what I wanted. Yes, she has the rep. Looks like crap today. There was a graphics card update yesterday, and I feel like the game has looked kind of poopy since that update. Hmm. How small does a blank canvas get? I don't think it'll get small enough. Let's endure another loading screen because that is exactly what I want today. I could use an elegant pillow. like the rolled one with the 2 forks to make like a brush for the dustpan. Hang on. I feel like this might work. Where am I going? I am going to the shrine. Yes, yes. I have no idea what timeline I'm in. We're gonna find out. I think this vendor is available in both timelines. And I think in the same place. Yeah, either the forks or maybe barrels might work as well. I don't know, I feel like they might be a little too round. What I need is like a relational database that's like, here's this thing and what it's called. Here's your headcanon for what that thing is called. And here's what people have used it for. Saddle might work too. Bristles. Yes, and shape. All right, we're gonna try some stuff. Very interesting that this is here in Pandaria. I don't remember this being one of the legends they told us. Like, I don't remember being aware of Koresh at all. At, like, either at this point or even, like, in Cataclysm. I think it's one of these girls.
You are in for a treat.
She's got the desk.
I hope to see you again soon.
Oh, no, not her.
Welcome.
There it is. Harry Potter be expensive.
Farewell.
All right. We're going to try some stuff here. Pretty sure I can get the shape I want for the dustpan with these. I think my saddle is placed. I'm gonna check. Pretty sure it's placed over in the Alliance house. So I might have to. Well, thank you for trying to help, Brie. Now that I figured out like how that works in OBS, I'm like, oh, okay, because I have like a pull-out pane, and when you do that, like it opens a second window inside the first one, and you kind of gotta move it around a little bit because it's too wide for the window it's trying to open in. It is really nice that Twitch, like I have it set on the like moderate level. It's not like a super restrictive level or anything. And Yeah, this is placed, and I'm pretty sure it's outside this house. And that like I could make it a higher level and it would just automatically like not show them, but yeah. Also, sometime this week I should raid out when I finish up, um, so we can make friends. Okay, I think it's over here by the griffin. Yep. Oops, I went outside the plot. Okay, there. What raid are you doing tonight? Or where are you starting, I should say. You're probably going to do more than one. Oh, nice. You go where they tell you. That's probably a good choice, considering that Shell is the boss. Wait, did I? Hang on. Apparently I didn't save that when I died it. All right, that's gotta be smaller. I'm burning through the door. Still burning through the door. I may have to use the forbidden forks as a handle. All right, we have a glow now, but it's not actively burning, so there's that. Oh, that scared me. I'm glad I didn't literally jump. Okay. All right. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of these. What size is that? 30%. Nope, that's not the one I want to move. That's. Hang on. I rotated this wrong. X-axis first, so it doesn't rotate on you later. Oh, actually, it's on this side is on the correct side. All right. Keep going. Keep going. What the hell? Silly from the side. That's a 75-degree angle. This one's at a 60. Oh. Oh yeah, it looks very silly from the side. All right. I think the candle is not going to work. But if I don't use the candle, I can push these back farther. Let the rug help us hide. Not bad. Still needs a handle, I think. Which means it's kind of this way. All right. How many? I'm pretty sure I've got enough. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of forks. Oops. Decor is out of bounds. That was on the boundary. All right. Who knew I would spend so much time today making a dustpan? Hmm. All right. Gonna try the saddle. This might make for a really good brush, actually. Oh, son of a... Gotta be a little off center. Because of course it does. All right. Now, I think I can use a bit. Hang on. Don't I have the regular? Yep. I only have one. Damn it. Okay, let's see here. Definitely need another barrel. Wonder if I did a brown barrel instead of the dyeable. Let's see. It's definitely more of a rectangular shape in the picture. Do we have a crate or a shelf? Mm-hmm. I was like, will everybody's favorite work? Maybe? No. No, it will not. 107 crates. Oh, that floor. How small does this get? This is much closer. I think the saddle's got to actually be smaller to make the to make it work. All right, this has to tilt more. Which means this also has to tilt more. So this is messy. And I don't know that I love it, but the brush is looking right. A little off. Yeah, I feel like the dustpan is the problem. The brush feels right now. Dustpan, I don't love. All right. Let me think about this here. What do I have? Wait. Was I overthinking this?
Making a hidey hole.
No, darling.
You got the picture of a little hidey hole.
Yes, it's from Harry Potter. It's the cupboard under the stairs.
Is that what you're making?
Yes.
Well,
Well, thank you. Well, it's a little too fancy looking, but I think we can fix that just by dyeing it, probably. I have to figure out the handle too. because the forbidden fork does not work with this. Mostly because there's like a gap here. Hmm. Oh yeah, I was definitely overthinking it. Okay. Also, I was watching the Souls stream today because I wanted to see Amira Cat's build, and life got in the way, and I had to stop watching before he got there because he stopped to do the news. I wasn't able to hang around long enough to see her build. Well, shit. Yep. Needs a little lip down here, I think, but we can just do that with another one of them. Poking out does not bring me joy. Where's that? Hang on. What if I use these together? Oh, I think there's thunder starting. Yeah, that's not gonna work because those are gonna come right through. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh, that has died. So I have a, here's a non-dyed one. Hmm. All right, is this working now? I feel like that might be the closest we've gotten. I'm gonna turn this guy so it's a little off kilter. I feel like I need another. We at the top side here. For this to make sense. Which means the brush needs to come out a bit. feel like the only problem is the handle is too short. So let's lengthen that. I'm going to move this all down. All right. I think I have another one of those shelves, right? I do. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I can move the brush back a little bit. Actually, wonder if I want to like hang the brush from like right inside the dustpan. I certainly have dustpans like this where the brush kind of lines up the handle and like nestles in there. Next door neighbor's dogs are going bananas. Is this too brown? Yes, it is. Wish these were dyeable. I feel like that reads dustpan and brush now. leaf looks kind of silly up here, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna turn it. That's what you're gonna do. You have control over the situation art. I'm gonna hang it by that spot there. All right. We have a dustpan and a brush. Yay. Okay. Banister. Let's see here. They are lined up. Like at every stair, it looks like. Do I have enough beams for this? This will be the question. Maybe. Maybe. We might make it. What size are these? 30? Alright, let's lay down a bunch of these bad boys. Put the bucket over here for a bit. Okay, I've got this one aligned to the front of the stair. These are also fatter, like the beams are fatter. I think that's right. That'll work. Gotta be just a wee bit in front of where the stair is at. And I think actually I probably want to put this guide in first because those two pillows are gonna be what decides how high these go. Alright, so that was the same. Yes, 30. Okay. That's at a... So this was like, could I put like the taller, like the end banister in here and have it cover this? The answer is no. So I do need 4 solo mats. 3 more. And actually, before I put these in and box myself out of here, I should put some of the pictures in here. So I was thinking about this. And like the ones that would fit the best, right, are going to be the neighborhood ones, which I do definitely have in here somewhere. Here we go. And so obviously I don't want them to all be the same painting. So it's like, should I just turn them around? And I also considered like putting the family, right? The Erator, Illyria, Turalian family in these. Then I was like, I don't know. Because they are kind of like Harry Potter-ish in that they like kind of follow you when they move, right? They're not independently moving per se. Let's see. So the other problem, obviously, is these are in the wrong orientation. Comparatively. But I feel like the frame is too ornate. But I don't think there's a way to hide it without hiding like the painting itself. Which is not my preference. Yeah. Well, let's put these 3 out and step back and see how it looks. All right. I think I have to put Illyria in the middle. Since the boys have kind of matching thematically. Right, 40? Yeah. Valeria's directly blocked by a banister. I'm not mad at it. All right, let me think about that. I'm gonna leave them there for a bit. I think I like that. And then maybe we put one of the kind of, I'm like, which one is like gaudier? Not that one. Oh, maybe this one. Maybe this is the one we put right at the end of the stairs here at the wall. Just something that says we have terrible taste. I think there's actually a window here in the set. But I don't want to put a window there. All right. I had to think about that for a second. It's like I could, but no. Okay, let's finish our rail. All right. One more. That's gonna bother me. All right, I need a platform. These angles are killing me. Oh, I just noticed that my floor is not full cardwood. I have to go check the farmhouse and see if it's back to being flagstone. There, that's better. Okay. Apparently that end one is too close to the no-go zone because it just bounced back when I tried to resize it. We'll move it back here. Having trouble deciding if I want to do these or the pillows first. But I think these, and then I can go back and do the pillows and then just adjust the depth on these. I had a moment today because the alarm sirens went off, and then I remembered it's the last Wednesday of the month, and that's when they test them. Spacing is definitely off. I think it's because my stair spacing is off. Jiminy Cricket. All right, let's see here. Oop. Mean to step off my platform. Actually can't tell what type of flooring is in the closet. It's carpeted outside of the closet. And I'm gonna go look at that YouTube video again. Ugh. Should be in my history, right? She comes out and knocks on his door. Also, I thought I had an idea for how I might do that lock, but then I was like, "Ugh, I don't know if it's deep enough to hide what I want to clip in there." So, we'll see. It cuts off her right at her ankle, so you can't tell if she's on carpet or linoleum or wood. The stairs are definitely carpeted. Although they're plain wood from Harry's side, from inside the cupboard. I thought I might get a glimpse of it when Dudley came down, but nope. So close. The kitchen's got linoleum. I'm gonna assume it's carpeted. So I need to lay down some carpet in here, which means I probably need like a tack strip. All right, I'll think about that. Because I'm pretty sure like the inside of the cupboard would not be carpeted. Like that would be silly. I think that. Oh nope, I need one more. Yeah. Feel like I'm being a chaos demon today. I'm either rotating first or sizing first, and nobody ever knows which one is going to be first. Alright, at least I won't have to put pillows on that one. Because you ain't never going to see them. Okay. Speaking of, let's see, I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Do I have enough? They call it elegant pillow roll. Oh, no. Nope, I do. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Here they are. Ugh, I thought they were going to stack these undyed, or the dyed ones with the undyed ones, but they did not. I'm gonna have to be careful if Boots comes over because he's almost certainly going to click on stuff that is not meant to be clicked on in this build. Okay. This really bugs the shit out of me. I don't know why that won't match up. Like, there has to be a way to get those to match. Like, you can get the line to match, and then there's that little bitty chunk. Which kind of makes me just want to take another beam and stick it in there. Which I don't think would actually work. But now I'm curious. I feel like one way or another it's gonna stick out somewhere. Yeah. There's not a way to do that. And it's because in the set, this actually continues up. Maybe. Maybe that's what I do? Should have rotated that the other way first. Hang on. That is just the tiniest bit off. That is better, actually. I think I need to continue it up by one more, though. Because it's still, there's, like, you have to be back pretty far for it to disappear there, so. All right. Heh! There's something going on with this one. What is going on here? I think it's too far out. Yes. There, that's better. All right. Well, let's do a little time check. It is almost 8:30. So, what that means is, oh, I forgot to resize these. So I will resize all of these, and then tomorrow we'll finish the banister. We will finish off the inside of the closet. We'll add some carpet. We will... Gosh, I think that might be it. Carpet, banister, and then the rest of the inside. And then this build is built. And we will just have to share it with the world. Except Boots, because he will click on stuff. Maybe I'll have to put in an invisible wall. All right, we are resized. We are ready for the morrow. Let me know what you think of the... I feel like these might actually need to be a little bit bigger, but maybe because I'm so far back right now. Let's try them at 50%. And then switch them down. Yeah, let me know what you think of the family here. The fams, the Windrunner branch here. And the dustpan. I think it's in a good place. I'm going to come back to it. Maybe I will have a rush of inspiration. Who knows? So I was thinking also, before we go, the handle on a mug. Oh no, am I out of mugs? I mean, I have the captain's mug, but that's not the handle I was thinking of. I am. So this has steam that comes off of it. So thinking of this kind of mug, the wooden mug, as a potential door lock. It's not gold, obviously. But I feel like it's a pretty good option for, like, here's a lock. So let me know what you think of that too. I feel like I need a little thing up there that's like the little piece. Maybe I'll use that stupid lever we couldn't hide. Actually, I think I have an actual lever, don't I? Hang on. It might be in use. I think this is one that doesn't move when it's not in the edit mode. That is as small as it will go. Yeah, definitely does not move when you're not in edit mode. The question becomes, do we put it behind? Yep, we put it behind. That looks like a slide lock now. Which means we need probably something small on this side as well that it would slide into. I'll think about that. All right, I think we're done with fell chains. We decided on the rug option for that. All right, tomorrow, finish the banister. Finish the lock. Fill up the room. And then we're good. We're golden. So, yeah. Let's put our light back up in here. Thank you. Scone. Put our scone back in here. There we go. Coming right along. I think it's gonna look pretty freaking cool when it's done. I am happy with it. All right. We'll get out of exit mode so our lock will stop fidgeting. And I will say goodnight. Good luck with the raid, and I will talk to you in Discord. Bye.